Today I fucked up by saying hi to the security guard from work. Some years back I worked at this company that at the time had just hired a female security guard. I happened to bump into her at this hot yoga class I regularly attended at my gym. I literally just said, "Hey, I know you from work, hope you're doing well." She acted a bit awkward but I didn't make much of it. Well, the next day I saw an extensive email from her basically stressing how special last night was for her and went on explaining that no one has ever treated her that way. That's when I thought, oh. Since that day I continued to get weird emails from her. The more indifferent and cold I acted, the more intense she got. Gifts would all of a sudden be laying on my work desk. She would ditch the uniform and dress as if she was getting ready for dinner and would walk by my desk repeatedly so I would notice her. She started working part-time at the gym I went to. She even went as far as locking my employee ID card, on more than one occasion, so I would be forced to visit her at the lobby to unlock the card and gain access to the building. Shit was getting out of control. So I approached her and told her this was a professional environment and needed to stop acting this way. That just made her upset and she started sending spiteful emails. I never reported it to HR since I didn't want that kind of attention on me and was trying to get promoted. What saved me was this co-worker of mine that knew about the situation. He wasn't really trying to help me. Instead he thought it was hilarious and started trolling me and would talk to her and encourage her to seek me more. Well, that kind of backfired on him. It turns out that she eventually got more interested in him and would start seeking him out. Lol. Too long didn't read. Said hi to a female security guard from work when I saw her at the gym. She became obsessed with me and started stalking me. Stalking stopped when my coworker accidentally got her attention. Lamau, your friend got what he deserved, haha. Lamau, at your friends backfire. I knew a female security guard who would use cameras to find an employee that another employee had a crush on so she could go hang around where he was working. Really awkward and inappropriate stuff. That would super stress me the fuck out. And how hard is it for some people to read the fucking tea leaves? It was very stressful. I kept hoping that someone else would notice her unstable behavior and take action. Instead, she appeared to be very diligent at performing her work and would only act this way around me. That's when I thought, FML. You can imagine my relief when she laid eyes on my co-worker. Lol. I believe this. At work there was a lady custodian that me and my co-worker would say hi to. Not too much conversation, just basic manners. Well, she started showing up in different spots, like she kept track of every time I got up from my desk. She was getting creepy. I began avoiding her, and she switched where she would be to run into me again. Someone made a complaint, because apparently she was doing similar things to others, and she was let go. Today I fucked up, got handsy with airport security. This happened 5 years ago. Wife and I were on vacation in the Dominican Republic for our honeymoon. Needless to say, I'm a born and raised country boy who's never even flown before, let alone leave the country. I had so much fun for a week and a half on the island I didn't want to go home. The wonderful sand, the all-inclusive food and alcohol. It was easily the best time of my life. On the night before it was time to go home, I was having a bit of sadness in me and stayed out all night drinking with the wonderful people we've met. I got back to the room at 3 AM, after enjoying the last sights I will get to see here before returning home. Wife proceeds to wake me up at 4:30 AM to get ready for the shuttle to bring us to the airport. At first I thought I can do this, as I was still very drunk. The nervousness began to settle in as we arrived at the airport. Just walk straight and follow your wife, I thought. We go through the security checks and I'm watching my wife's every move and following along. She proceeds to get patted down by a female officer, moves along, and I walk up to the officer and put my arms out. She politely said no, and smiled. I shrugged and went to move on, thinking the metal detector didn't trigger anything for me and I was clear to go. A much more stern male officer put his hand up and stops me. So I gave him a high five and a bro hug. The whole airport busted out laughing and I didn't realize what I just did till the female officer said frisk. Oh my god. And I threw my hands up. The officer busted out laughing, patted my chest in a half-assed frisk manner and said, "Get out of here, white boy." while the entire airport was in tears. Never been so embarrassed in my life. Had I don't that in America they would have took me out or something. Too long didn't read. I high-fived an airport security guard and hugged him when he tried to frisk me. Love it. Get out of here, white boy. He was very awkward when I was hugging him. Smiley face. I didn't even know. I thought by the hand gesture he was saying bye. Smiley face. I remember our first trip to Jamaica about 18 years ago. I had enjoyed some of the local produce at the resort and decided to blow it out about an hour before we left. I enjoyed most of what I had left and decided to leave the rest for housekeeping. Dropped the rest of the nugs into an ashtray and left it on the dresser. Get to the airport and at the time they still did hand baggage searches. I popped my bag on the table for the lady to inspect with no worries at all and a stony smile on my face. On the very top as she opens my bag a massive nug of cannabis. I looked at it, she did too. I looked up and into her eyes, she had a very stern look on her face. Swatted it away to the floor and she just closed my bag and told me to have a nice flight. Thought I was going to jail in Jamaica for a few moments. Definite pucker moment. I got stopped for a random explosive swap test in Bangkok. Even though you know it can't possibly come back positive, you still shit yourself like the test is processing. Yeah, I understand. My mother-in-law tested positives for explosives and they took her fucking chocolate. Her chocolate man. You ever see an elderly woman when someone takes her chocolate? Question mark. If you did that in America, smiley face, that's too funny though. I got stopped for having cocaine in my underwear. Like the spot. I didn't have cocaine. That's awesome. Travel a lot for work and I always want to tell security that I don't have a ticket, that I'm just here for the pat down, but so far I haven't the courage. Today I fucked up by leaving a sex toy out during a viewing. This just happened 2 days ago. So, our house is for sale. Many people have come to see it even though we still live here. That's fine. We just keep the house cleaned up and leave while they view it. Well, the other day my wife and I did not have time to get dirty because of a short notice viewing. When I got home later, she left a toy out and wanted a video. This toy is a 30-hash latex, I think, mold of the business areas of a woman. Full on big butt and all. I did the deed, sent a nice video, and cleaned it up. I usually put it right in the safe, but this day I did not. I sat it next to the safe in my room, in plain sight. Couple comes to view the house and it isn't until the following day that my wife sees it and asked why I got it back out. She could tell by the look on my face that I never put it up. That same couple put in an offer for full asking price and they are covering closing costs. I'm dead. So now I will have several face-to-face meetings with the couple and their realtor throughout this selling process. I just want to hide in a hole. Too long didn't read, left toy out and new buyers saw it. I'm mortified. That's hilarious, not awkward at all. Easy for you to say haha. They're gonna ask you to throw it in with the house at closing. I would lol. Be sure to clarify during your initial meeting that the sex toy is not a fixture and does not come with the house. Look them straight in the eyes as you say it. It only gets weird if they request you leave it. It seems that seeing the sex toy is what pushed the couple to pay for the full price, and them some. Good job.